Today's another day that you're going to want to wear headphones because I am going to test in this room here and then later in a follow-up video inside of my whisper room my newest microphone, and I'm pitting it against two really great microphones. It's going to be tough. So, without further ado, let's talk about what I'm unboxing, new gear day from Sweetwater, and what I'm comparing it to today. This is a Rode NT1. Very popular, relatively inexpensive, about $279 equipped the way it is here with the shock mount. This is the Neumann TLM-103. This microphone cost about $1,300 equipped the way you see it here, the anniversary edition with the shock mount and the case and all the other nonsense. So, the Neumann is very popular among people who do voiceover work and other types of studio work. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity to compare it to a similar voiceover quality microphone in the same price range. So this is the Neumann TLM-103, but what I'm going to unbox today is my new Sennheiser MKH 416. Now the MKH 416 is a shotgun mic, yes, but it is very popular, so I hear, among voiceover artists. So I thought it'd be great to compare them and also to bring it back to the Rode NT1, which is, I wouldn't say they're equal, it's definitely a lot cheaper, but the one thing I've noticed about the Rode and the Neumann is that they are both super quiet microphones. They are very quiet, and you only really notice that more inside of the whisper room, which will be in the follow-up video. But one of the things that makes a shotgun mic very popular is the fact that it's great at rejecting noise. So this would be a great opportunity to hear a microphone that has similar tonality and similar quietness, so to speak, and clarity to a Neumann TLM-103, but also with the sound rejection. So what we want to listen to right now as I get this unboxed is the sound of the room, the sound that it's picking up. Both of these two microphones are quiet in the whisper room, but they're also very sensitive. The smallest sounds it picks up, which means it's most likely hearing the sound of my air conditioner and the sound of my two servers, which are, I'd say about 8 feet, not even 8 feet, more like 7 feet from where I am now, double my arm's length and then some. So here we are, without further ado, opening my Sweetwater delivery. And right now you should be hearing me on the Rode NT1 for no particular reason other than it's on my right side and I'm kind of pulling stuff out of my left. It'd be better if it's out of the way. As always, Sweetwater, I love the way they package things. They give you a nice little sticker and a little, information guide, how to reach them. They're really great with support. The people are there. Oh, and another Sweetwater tradition, a bag of candy with a little thank you on it. Thank you, Sweetwater. So that is the way Sweetwater packages it. Toss that and candy for the kids, not my kids, my niece and nephew. And here is the Sennheiser box, packaged very plainly, which is similar to the way Shure likes to package things. Very simple, with a white label and a simple brown box. And then I have to somehow figure out how to get into it. Hey, maybe I'll do a little speed up in the video. So inside of our cardboard box, hard plastic case, and inside of our hard plastic case, nice little booklet. And we have two little nugget spaces here, three actually. First, we have a microphone stand adapter, which I could put on my boom pole above me, but I don't want to do that right now because I want to be able to put it right in the shot. And once again, I might speed this up. You know why that's not working? Standard operating procedure whenever you get one of these suckers. They come with a 3/8 inch to 1/2 inch adapter. Okay, 3/8 inch to 1/2 inch. Well, 5/8, I think. It's a little more than a half. So let's put that on top of my stand here. And I can see I'm going to probably adjust the height a little bit because it is a shotgun. It's going to stick up. There is a pop filter, wind filter, and then the microphone itself. Now it's a shotgun mic. I have another shotgun mic, actually a few of them. I'm going to put the foam on it. And I already have a cable ready, and in fact it's already plugged into my Zoom H6. I'm going back to the Neumann here for a moment. And so the Zoom H6 is already technically on. In other words, I've enabled or I've armed all 3 tracks that this is on. And what I'm going to do now is just bring up the gain a bit. There we go. That should kind of do it. Oh, now we got to bring it in here. And for the first time, we'll be bringing up the volume. And I'll just check our levels and see what point it becomes on par with the level of my other 2 microphones. So here I am now coming to you live from my Sennheiser MKH 416. It is a shotgun mic, which means it is by its very nature a super cardioid pattern. That means, unlike some of these other microphones, it is very sensitive right here in the sweet spot in the middle, and then much less sensitive from the side. So let's see how that goes from the side. I'm talking directly in. It's only a couple inches from the side of this microphone. And now let's see how it does in the back. I'm behind the microphone. I'm right behind the microphone. And there's a little bit of a polar pattern that picks up a little on the back on these types of microphones. But I'm bringing it around, and I'm bringing it around, I'm bringing it around, and now I'm right in the sweet spot. Now, I am hearing this, and I'm hearing it because of the way the Zoom is. It's actually combining the audio quality of all 3 microphones together. In fact, let's do a little kumbaya moment. You're actually hearing right now the sound of all 3 microphones joined together as though they were one track. That's something that is what I'm hearing in my headset, so it's hard to isolate them. So back to post-production magic. What I'm going to do now is in the post-production, I'm going to isolate each of the 3 microphones. So all you're going to hear is the sound of the microphone itself. Let's start with the Neumann. Hello, Neumann. 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 I'm talking directly into my Neumann right now. And I can tell you through my headset, I do hear a lot of that room noise. But I'm guessing that a large portion of that room noise is because of the shape of this and where it's positioned, and that those servers and that air conditioning are still somewhat in its field of view, sound range. And now we're going to switch over. Oh, I can definitely hear that air conditioning now. I'm going to, heating in this case, I'm going to switch over to, in post-production, the Sennheiser MKH 416. You're hearing it right now. Now, I'm going to take another pause so you hear some of the room sound, the air conditioning, heating, air conditioning unit, whatever you want to call it, and the servers. Now, one thing I could tell you, the sound quality, the tone I'm getting seems just right. It is clearly a shotgun mic that has a reputation for voice artists for a reason. And I can hear the tonality of this, but I'm also, again, picking up the other 2. And my guess is what you're hearing now is less of the room noise because of the fact that it's really a super cardioid pattern. It's pointed at me. It's not pointed over there where the servers are, and it's less likely to pick up the sound of my heating and air conditioning unit, which is in the next room, but behind this microphone. So that's a factor that you need to always consider. Now let's move over to the Rode NT1. Back to the Rode NT1. I've always loved the sound of the Rode NT1. It's really, I would say it's natural. It's a very natural sound to it, but without adding too much bass. It doesn't have as much of a presence boost as some of the other microphones do. It's kind of neutral, and it's very sensitive. Right now, they're all gained at around a 5, so they're kind of in the middle. And once again, let's see how much of that air conditioning, heating, air conditioning, and the servers is picking up. Now, as I said earlier, I'm going to do a follow-up video inside of my Whisper Room. That's a video you're going to want to see. It's not, obviously haven't done it yet because I've just taken the microphone out of the box, just unpacked it. So far, I'm liking the tonality of this microphone. One thing I could tell you is I have boom poles and I do other videos from my other channels. So sometimes when I'm going to be using this microphone, it's going to be up there and you won't even see it in the shot. Now, one little tip that I've learned with shotgun mics, because I have a couple of others. I have a Asden, and I'm going to compare this to the Asden in a future video. And I have a Rode Video Mic Pro, and I'm going to, again, do a comparison of the various shotgun mics in a future video. One thing I could tell you about those types of microphones is you get a better sound if you plan on using this as a boom mic if you point it down. And I know it sounds weird. Well, why should it matter whether you're pointing it up or pointing it down? Like if you're looking at a rock star, he's holding his microphone and he's pointing it up. So why would somebody want to point it down? Well, you're pointing it down, but you want to point it down towards your mouth. Now, what the reality of that is, let's assume you have a carpeted floor, which you should if you're recording something. It's going to pick up the sound going downward, so the only area of focus is whatever's underneath it. Whereas when you point something up, it can pick up the sounds of people walking upstairs. It can pick up the sounds of the echo of the ceiling of the room you're in. But when you point it down, there's really not much going on below you. Of course, if you're in an apartment and there's a noisy guy downstairs with a stereo, you're kind of out of luck, but there, you have a lot more insulation between there, most likely, than you would because you have your carpet and it's going to reject some echoes and so forth. So this was my quick unboxing and comparison. Hopefully you found it useful. There will definitely be a follow-up inside of my Whisper Room, so you're going to want to tune in for that. Should be doing that within the week. So that would be a great opportunity to think about subscribing. And until then, check out my videos on my channel. Got a lot more gear already posted, and I have a lot more I haven't even unboxed. Yeah, we're going to meet eventually. Yeah. But, I like getting to know people at first. This way, we kind of connect a little bit more, mentally, I guess. And, it's not a shock when we meet each other. You want to know about the photos? What do you want to know about the photos? Are they real? When you say they're real, well, they're real photos. Are they photos? Yeah. All right, so as long as we're, might as well put it out there. Yeah, the photos of me are somewhat exaggerated. Just a little bit. How? Well, like little things, like the muscles. I kind of photoshopped them in. It's not a problem or anything like that. Yeah, I guess I should admit the head. I'm not good at Photoshop, so I kind of left the head on. It's not me. No, I took. No, it's Tom Selleck. I thought you might have got the joke. No, it's not because I look like Tom Selleck. I just thought it'd be funny to use his picture in my... hello? Oh, hey. Sorry for that. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I hope you liked the video. Hit thumbs up and subscribe. And it'd really be great if you subscribed and all that yada stuff. They hit the bell next to the subscribe so you get notified and tell your friends and share it. Make comments, join the fun. Yeah. I'm all about integrity, and I want people to really, join because they're honest people, and I'm an honest guy too. So let's all just do this. All right, so I'm recording, I guess. And when I record, I have to make sure I put on the audio recorder. Now, I don't have my box in the right place.